Yo, what is good, fam? Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and hope you guys have a great week this week. But what is up? What is up? It's good to see you guys. I actually started on. Yo, what is good, fam? Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and hope you guys have a great week this week. But what is up? What is up? It's good to see you guys. I actually started on. Yo, what is good, fam? Happy, and hope you guys have a great week this week. But what is up? What is up? It's good to see you guys. I'm gonna turn my volume off because I hear myself talking. I don't know why. I have no other apps on. Does it sound regular now that I turn my volume down, or do you guys have like an echo, or can you hear like two voices? This is weird. I've never had this happen on a live stream. Is it okay now, or is it still doing it? Wait, what? Dude, this is weird. Yes, it's regular now. It's good. Okay. Dude, let me turn the volume back up. Is it still?
What? So wait, you make this shit yourself?
Bro, what in the world's going on with YouTube? I've never, like, if I have, like, let's say, I have, like, my live stream open on a separate page, like on a browser or something, it would, play the audio because the live stream started. But my audio's playing, like, it's like a 3 or 4 second delay on live streams from real time, and it's playing the audio. I don't know. That's really weird. I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but I heard it. But now that it's on mute, or I turned my volume down, it seems to be doing okay. So anyways, who watched yesterday's video? Put in the comments who watched yesterday's video and what did you guys think of it? It was kind of like all over the place, but Virginia City is just an incredible town. I had to vlog, and my vlog actually took over. Normally I just, been filming straight videos. And this trip, what I did was I combined vlog with normal, investigations and stuff like that. And I think it worked out pretty good. Now, part 2 is dropping tomorrow, so you don't want to miss it. It's really dope. Let me read a couple comments and say hello to you guys. What's up, April? Said, I did, and I want to go there now. Oh my God, let me tell you guys, if there's one place that you want to go to, I'm not lying to you, okay? If there's one place in the entire country you want to go there, okay? It's Virginia City, which is in Nevada. It's about 5 hours, 6 hours away from Las Vegas. What's cool is you can fly into Las Vegas. These are the 2 options I would suggest for you guys if you're not driving because you live close. If you fly into Las Vegas, you can actually take a super cheap flight. If you book it in advance, it's like $20 round trip, $30 round trip, from Vegas to Reno. And that gets you within 25 minutes of being there. You can take an Uber or a taxi there to Virginia City, and everything is within walking distance in Virginia City, which is great. The other option would be to drive, so rent a car in Vegas. And the only reason I would say maybe think about doing that is halfway between, if you were to drive from Vegas to Virginia City, it's about 6 hours drive, 5 hours drive, somewhere between that. And halfway between, going to Virginia City from Vegas is Tonopah. So talk about an awesome road trip from Vegas to Tonopah and Tonopah to Virginia City. Totally suggest it. But if there's one place you guys could go and visit, you'll see. I mean, my other videos are going to be insane. Part 2 tomorrow is basically going to leave off where the last video left off. I was with the ladies. They were basically hooking me up with, because they know everybody in town, and they were getting me into places that nobody gets into, like that place that something like literally attacked me. And you'll find out more about it in this next video, because I interviewed the ladies, and what they said is they literally saw me standing there, and all of a sudden it's as if something picked me up and like dropped me, or like picked me up and threw me. I've never witnessed anything like that before. I've never been a part of anything like that before. But the fact that I'm literally just standing still, and all of a sudden, poof, it was just, what it felt like to me was something pushed me in the shoulder. And like, I lunged forward, and I went flat right on the ground. It was crazy. Anyhow, we went from there to there's a place there called the Bonanza. It's a pretty famous place. It's where they have the poker table that people were killed over. I forget the exact name of it. But we got permission to film in there all by ourselves. And then there's another place across the street that the same person owns Bonanza owns that one. And that one was just as cool. After that, I actually went to the bar because they have a bar in town, which is also like the casino. Thank you guys for being members for so long. That's very cool of you guys. Really appreciate my members. I'm gonna try to do something new for you guys. Krista, thank you so much. But been digging crazy. Yeah, ED. So I go to the bar. It's super late at night. My plan was that I was gonna film another video that night at the hotel, Silver Queens Hotel, or not actually the hotel, but like outside in downtown because it's just like it's a ghost town at night. And I went to the bar, and it was probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, and the bar's open all night. It's not a bar; it's a casino, but they just have slot machines, very very small. It's the size of a bar with some slot machines. But that's the only thing open at night. The whole town is closed. That's the only thing open. Yo, Brian. Yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you being a member. That's awesome. And Brian, you're awesome. Thank you much. Thank you much. Thank you much. Thank you so much. So I'm sitting there at the bar and I start talking to this guy. Or no, actually, I'm sitting at the bar and I'm talking to a guy. And then all of a sudden, this other guy walks in. He's like, yo, James? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, I watch your videos, bro. No way. And I'm talking to the guy for like 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, so what do you do out here? He's like, oh, I run the tours in the actual gold mine that is right there on the strip in Virginia City. And I'm like, no way. And I didn't realize this until I got there because it was so freaking cool. Missy, what's up? And so I'm talking to him, and I find out he's like, yeah, right down the road, there's a gold mine. And I was like, bro, you think you could get me in there? He's like, you want to go in there? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you want to go right now? I'm like, yeah. And we're talking 1 o'clock in the morning, right? So he's like, let me go talk to my boss, and I'll be back. So he left. I guess he went down there, talked to his boss, and came back. He's like, you ready to go? I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, dude, I was not expecting this. So we go to this bar, right? It's like maybe 10 buildings down, and it's a legit bar. I walk in, people at the bar hanging out, and I didn't even realize that there was anything open besides the casino bar. But apparently it wasn't necessarily open. It's kind of like the owner's hanging out with his friends at the bar. But inside the bar, in the back of the bar, there's a freaking door, like a metal door, and he moves this metal door, and it leads into like I guess the bar backed right up into a mountain, and the tunnel goes right through the mountain, right connected. Like to get in, you have to go inside the bar to get there. It was the coolest thing. I haven't seen any YouTubers film it, although I may be wrong, but dude, it was so cool. We got to film in there that night. So that'd be in the next video. And I'm trying to think, what did I do the next day? Oh, the next day I flew back to Vegas, and I have a really cool, like I filmed a lot of good footage when I got back to Vegas because I had a good time when I got back. It was fun. I had a whole day to kill. So I have 2 more videos coming your way from Virginia City, so I'm super excited about that. I cannot wait to show it to you guys because I think you guys will really like it. And then I'm gonna be out of videos. So my next step from there is going to be going to film with my boy Omar. Although I might do something before then because my son's graduation is next weekend. So I'm flying to South Carolina to go to his graduation. I'm gonna be there for like 2 or 3 days. And then after that, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I might fly out to Nevada and film some stuff before I go meet up with Omar. I'm not quite sure yet, but definitely we'll have something for you guys and try to do some cool live streams. But let me get into the title of this really quick. What's up, Carol? Hey, Sonia. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, Annette. Captain, thanks for being here. Michelle the Fam, what up? Elizabeth, Raquel, or Rachel, what's up? Mama Rock's in the house. Fayo, what up, man? Good to, man. I remember as I've had What up, Sherry? Good to see you. What up, Caleb? Drum roll, please. Are you dating a ghost? Pretty much. What up, Hazel? So, so I started a couple days ago. I started getting some messages from some fams, and they're like, "Hey, James, congratulations on your relationship, your new relationship." And I'm like, "What?" And it was weird because I had like two or three people say this, and I'm like, "Where did you get that from? Where did you, or how did you know that, or where did you hear this from?" And they were like, well, there was this, I don't want to mention who it was, but there's this YouTuber that did a live stream and he was talking about how like James is in a relationship and he's keeping it secret from everybody and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, not that it would have been his business or anyone else's business, but dude, I'm not in a relationship. Like, I don't know where they got that from. Maybe it's because I was filming with my friend Lindsay lately. And I'm just friends with Lindsay. Lindsay and I are good friends, and that's it. And maybe people misconstrue that because, like, my last relationship, I was friends with them for a long time before I got into a relationship. But not to disappoint anybody, but no, I am not in a relationship. No, I'm not dating anybody. I just found it really, really strange and peculiar that I had three or four people message me about, being in a relationship or being with somebody. And I'm like, dude, that's the weirdest thing ever. And then when I found out somebody has been spreading misinformation for what reason, I have no idea. I'm like, okay, I guess I need to talk about this because, people start talking, and not that it's a big deal, but I don't know, it's really strange. But no, I'm not in a relationship. No, I am not dating anybody. Matter of fact, I've been single for probably a year and a half now, and I have no will or intentions to, you know, being in a relationship right now. I mean, if something happens, it happens. I'm not going to say it's not. But to be honest with you, I was married for 10 years. And after my divorce, I was really hurt by what happened in my marriage. And just, I kind of just lost, I guess the best thing, I dated somebody for a while after that. And let's just say I lost trust in women completely. And I was single for 6 years. After at least 6 years, might have been, no, wait, it was like 8 years. I was single for 8 years, and I really didn't even date, didn't do much at all. And it was because I didn't trust women anymore, as sad as it was. And when I had met my ex, we were literally just friends for a very, very long time. And I completely, after a while being friends, we talked about things, and I just told her I just don't trust women. I don't trust relationships, and I know that's a bad thing to say, but it's just my experiences, and I basically went into that, got into a relationship, and basically like this is it. I mean, if this doesn't work out, then you know I don't think I'll ever be in a relationship ever again. And I put all my trust into that relationship, and it it man, it kind of did exactly what I had hoped it wouldn't, but thought it would. And that's where I was just misled and done wrong, and just you know, it was bad. It was bad. It's like imagine imagine something that you don't do because you don't trust the process, or you don't trust somebody, or you don't trust, it could be a relationship, it could be anything, but you don't do it, and then you're like finally build up the courage to do it. And then the whole reason why you're worried about not doing it, because you don't want to invest all that, and you don't want to get hurt, and you don't want to go through that again, and you finally put your trust in it, and then bam, it happens. So I think my days of being in a relationship are over. I hate to say it. Like, I don't know if I could ever really trust anybody again, because before I got into that relationship, I had major trust issues. And when I got into it, I'm like, wow, maybe I was wrong all this time. And, things ended up happening, and I wasn't wrong, at least not in that case. And I don't know. I, it's so hard for me to put my trust into somebody to like be in a relationship. It's just like I want somebody to be real with me. And I don't know. It's weird. I'm not against it. I'm not gonna say like I'm never gonna, think about it or whatever or never do it. Like, there's somebody that I'm kind of talking to, and we haven't even like hung out yet or anything, and we'll hang out eventually, and maybe that'll lead to something, maybe it won't, but it's so hard for me to trust women, so hard to trust. Like, I went on a date. I went on one date, and some of you guys may know this. I told you about it, but in the last year and a half, I went on one date, and dude, it was. I'm not gonna say that this date was a disaster. The date was not a disaster. The date went really well, but because of all the stupid crap in my head, I completely blew it. Like, the date went really well. I did like her and stuff, but the date went well, and ended up being like 2 days later was Valentine's Day, and I didn't even message her on Valentine's Day, which, I mean, we weren't in a relationship or anything, but um, I don't know why I didn't. I guess I should have, looking back, and I guess it was just because of all the, I don't know, whatever I had going up in my head, and just told me that, listen, I'm not ready for a relationship at that point. But then again, you know what? You meet somebody, and sometimes your mind has changed. But anyways, the point of the story is, no, I am not dating one. No, I'm not in a relationship. Don't know why anybody would have said that. But since some of you guys think that, obviously I wanted to mention that. But 100% swear to you, my friend Lindsay is just a friend. We're not like that. We haven't hooked up. We don't do anything. We stay in separate rooms. I mean, I'm respectful for her. She's respectful to me. And we're just friends. And there's nothing wrong with that. So just wanted you guys to know that. But yeah. Yeah. What's up, Gary? Good to see you. KJ, what up? What up, Mama Page? Says, I agree with you, Kelsey. Oh, what'd Kelsey say? Plus I have my hashtag girlfriend squad here on YouTube, so I'm happy with that, Let's rock that like button. Yeah, Mama Rock. It's good to see you. I miss you guys. Hope you guys are doing good. Smashy that like. It's okay to have a lady friend. That's true. Well, I think I'm going to stick to just having lady friends. I don't know. I really don't. James is in love with some ghost hunting, though. Dude, I'm in love with you guys, man. That's all what it's about. That's all that it's about. And I'm going to be a lot more consistent, going forward with my uploading. I know it's been a while. That video just put out. I didn't even realize this, but I hadn't uploaded in almost a month when I put that video up recently. And, kind of what happened was I went on that trip to film, and I got back, and I was just completely exhausted, like beyond belief. And I literally slept for an entire week. And then afterwards, I started editing, and then I got sick. I think I got the flu, and that definitely was not good. So that put me back like another 10 days to, like, I don't know, like 2 weeks. But luckily, I've been able to catch up. So I have that video coming for you guys tomorrow. And then later in the week, I'll have the third and last part of that series from Virginia City. So super excited to show you guys that. I think you'll like it. And they're all pretty long videos, so that's pretty dope. But yeah, should be interesting. Should be pretty cool. But yeah, let me talk to you guys. If you have any questions for me, here's a good chance to throw them out at me. Maybe I can answer a few for you. What's up, Wendy? Says, I'm single and I totally get why you don't want to date. Last guy. Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, if anything, hey, what's up, Shannon? If anything, I've always said this. I hate dating. I do not. I love relationships, but I hate dating. And being single and hating dating and not trusting women. I'm gonna be single for a while. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You never know. You never know. But Denise says, I have the flu now. Oh, I'm sorry. I know it's been going around. I know a lot of people have been getting sick. Yeah, definitely. And just keep focusing on yourself. And that's exactly what I've been doing. You ever coming back to Tennessee? Absolutely, April. Haven't been there in a while. Definitely want to. I'll be with Omar later this month. We were gonna get together in I think about 2 weeks. But then he had a death in the family. He had to go up to Ohio, so it might push that off a little bit. I'm not sure. Hashtag single club 4+ years. Hey, I'll probably be there with you soon. It's about the Bonanza. Sabrina and Omar. Whoa, chat. Slow down. Is on board. Huh. I don't know what that means. Have you ever been? It's been a minute since I talked to you. Yo, what up, Sam's? Good to see you. Kate says, hi, James. The single life can be fun, having great relationships. Yeah, I do enjoy just being able to be friends with people because I'll tell you one thing. My last relationship, it was such a controlling environment. I could not leave the house without, being given 100 million questions, and not even that, but just hassled and guilt tripped about doing anything without my ex. I remember my friend Omar would call me and be like, "Yo, bro, you want to go film?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, dude, let's do it, man. We haven't filmed in a while." And then I would tell my ex, and she'd be like, "Yeah, okay. Well, you guys just go have fun, okay? And I'll just stay here by myself." That's exactly how she would do it. And I would be like, pick up the phone. "Hey, what's up, Omar? Um, Bro, you think there's any way you mind if Chelsea comes with me?" Like, and it's not that he would mind Chelsea coming with me. It's that Chelsea would always have to come with me. So he's like, after a while, he said yes every time. And then after a while, he's like, "Yeah, man. But you know what, man? We haven't gone and just had a bros trip, and just gone and filmed by ourselves in a while." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right, man." And then I would go talk to her, and she'd be like, make me feel bad, and then I would just not go on the trip. Or, it was just so bad. And I wouldn't be able to do things like I do now, where I go film with my friend Chris, or I could go film with my friend Lindsay, and not feel like bad about it or guilty about it when there's no reason to. Like, I would feel horrible. Just, it was weird. Okay. It was just so strange. And, I've never been in a situation where, you know, it was like so controlling, um, which, it was what it was, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Looking back at it now, I should have just put my foot down and not been guilt tripped or felt guilt tripped, and just did it anyways. Because it really put a strain on my relationship with my best friend Omar for a long time. I think some of you guys probably remember, after I moved out of Omar's house, well, after my ex and I moved out of Omar's house, I did not see Omar for about a year and a half, literally. I moved out and moved in with her. We got our own place. And the entire time I had my place for 1.5 years, not one time did I hang out with Omar. And that's when a lot of people thought we weren't friends anymore and all this stuff. And it was just, well, we did hang out a couple times. Let me take that back. We did hang out a couple times, but it was all of us that would hang out. But there was no point in time where it was just me and him that got to hang out. And it put a little strain on my relationship with my best friend, and it kind of sucked. But luckily, we were able to get past it, and, you know, better for it now. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, Shannon Price says, "I love it when my mom does things on his own." Wait. "Hey, James, I'm having an issue with a stalker." Oh, no, Patricia, that's not good. "My husband, Travis, James is trying to reach out to you." Whoa. Wait, stop, chat. Oh, no, where'd he go? Whoever said that, I can't find that all of a sudden now. But whoever said that, have your husband email me. It would be the best way, and I can check it out. David, thank you so much for the super chat, man. It says, "Thanks for all your work and awesome content." Yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. "How was everybody's evening says KWB. Mine has been great. I actually got to watch the new Fast and Furious movie, which was really, really good, by the way. Highly suggest that movie. It's super good. And my Miami Heat won tonight, so I'm really happy about that. Looks like they're going to be going to NBA Finals because they're up 3-0 on the series, which is dope. So I'm always excited about my home team winning. And I had a good weekend. I've been hanging out at my brother's house for the last, I don't know, week and a half or so. And I'll be here till next weekend when I fly out. Maybe I'll film some content when I'm in South Carolina because there was some stuff that I really wanted to film when I was living there that I never got to. So maybe this would be a good opportunity since I'll be there to be able to do that. But I can't believe it, man. My oldest daughter just graduated college. She just had her college graduation. So proud of her. And now my youngest, my son, is graduating high school, which means two things. One, my kids are not kids anymore, although they'll always be my kids, you know. And number two, my ass is getting old. I mean, it just is, you know. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Kyle says, that's good. That's good tomorrow. I had to get... Man, this chat is really killing me right now. KJ, thank you so much, man, for being a member. You're awesome. Man, why? I don't know why I try to stop the chat and it just keeps going. I'm excited. Yeah, Hillary, that's dope. Mother with J-Lo is also a good movie. Oh, really? I haven't seen that. That's hard for me to believe. What is? My youngest is graduating that on Thursday. That's awesome. Going live again later this week, James. I will throw some support your way. Oh, thanks, David. That's very nice of you, man. You don't have to do that though. I might go live. We'll see. Maybe we'll see. There's not like much for me to do live stream around my brothers here, and I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys enjoy just chatting, just doing these live streams where I just talk to you guys? Comment. Well, you know what? You don't have to comment because you're all gonna say yes because you're all here. So maybe I'll live stream later this week. We'll see. I mean, I do have the videos coming out, so I'm really excited to put those out for you too, by the way, because it's just that whole town is just, it's literally the most haunted town I've ever been to because there's a place, it's called, what's it called? The Washoe Club. A lot of you guys know that, and it's one of the most famous haunted spots in America. And I didn't get to do a full investigation there. I just got to go there during the day and hang around for like an hour, but I did not, oh, actually, I take that back. There was something that really, really got to me because if you watched my last video, we went into the Washoe Club and they have a thing called the Crypt. And Lindsay and I were doing a sound deprivation. And while we're doing the sound deprivation, there's a spot in it where you can hear a freaking giggle. It was like, I don't know what it was, but you hear this giggle. And I put in the thing, I was like, what the fuck, that was a giggle? But anyhow, my friend Lindsay messages me and she's freaking out. And she's like, yo, I'm freaking out right now. She's like, you know that giggle that was in your video? I'm like, yeah. She's like, the last time I was there, I got the exact same giggle. And that's when she did this crazy spirit box session where she had some like little boy or some boy come through on the spirit box. And then we hear this giggle. Like I heard it in that video, and then she had it in her video when she was there like a year or two ago. So that was pretty insane. But besides that, I didn't really notice much else there. But everything's connected there, right? It's all road. It's all maybe like a mile long or maybe a half mile long, and it's just everything's connected. All the buildings are connected. You know, there's like a gap for the roads every so often, but there'll be like 3 or 4 buildings connected to each other, and then 3 or 4 more, and 3 or 4 more. And you got to realize this is all built a long time ago. It's like the old West, right? And the entire town, I don't care where you're at there, every single place in that entire town is haunted. And I believe it's haunted by a spirit named Cowboy. And there's been pictures and apparitions seen of him. Hey, Mel, thanks so much. I'm glad you're here. What's this now? Oh, I was just telling him about my new relationship with Davros. Yeah, me and Davros are now hooking up, and yeah, you know, Davros is he's a sexy dude, you know. Amanda, what up? What's up, Aleda? Hey, David. You know what's funny? There's probably like a couple people that just joined and they're like, what? Huh? Really? Okay. I didn't lose faith in women that much, okay? Sorry. That ain't gonna happen. It's not my cup of tea. But yeah, gotta mess around a little bit. Anyways, so what are you guys up to this week? Any cool plans coming up? Is there anybody here that is going to be in Las Vegas for the family reunion coming up next month? Curious about that. If you didn't know, there's a lot of our fams. What the Paranormal, a lot of you guys know Amy, What the Paranormal. She has been putting on, I think for like 3 or 4 years now, something called the Fam Reunion. And it's not about me. It's not me, like the fam. It's just about, you know, all the fams in general. And they've been getting together every year for an event. And last year was the first year I went. It was in North Carolina, and Omar went as well. This year it's going to be in Las Vegas, and it's coming up. So it's like a week-long cool event. And yeah, I'm excited. I may go there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I will. Andy, thank you so much, man. So we'll see. But I'm curious if anyone's going to be there that's here. I got plans the end of June. That's dope. My mom is returning home on Tuesday. That's good, Elizabeth. That's good to hear. Love you too, Debbie. Thanks for being here. James and Davros are getting together, but instead of exchanging rings, they are exchanging socks. Davros already got some of my socks. It's funny. Last time I went to Davros' house, I stuffed a bunch of socks all over his house. It was like a month later, and he's still finding socks in his house. James, I really want to go, but I can't get there if we don't have money. Yeah, it is kind of expensive to go, for sure. I mean, Vegas in general is very expensive. That's for sure. I might have jury duty next week. Oh, no, Wendy. Crazy, funny story about that. So when I was like 22 years old, I was in college, so I was 20 or 21. I got called in for jury duty. And when I went there, I got selected to be on a grand jury. And these grand juries, you don't just like be on a jury for 1 or 2 days. This was a grand jury for, I think it was 2 or 3 months. And basically our job was to come in for, you know, certain, you know, very serious crimes, murder, pretty much murder. And we heard, over the 3 months, we heard 4 different cases. And one case that's always stuck with me was a single mother. And she was there. She actually spoke on the stand to us as the grand jury. And if you don't know what a grand jury does, basically before somebody, like say you got convicted, or not convicted, but you got a, what do you call it? Not convicted, but accused of, or whatever the word is, of murder, okay? Well, you're going to have to go in front of a grand jury, and then that grand jury's job is to determine if there is probable cause to charge, that's the word I was like, to officially charge them with murder. Otherwise, we can say it's justifiable, or, you know, and if that's the case, they're let go for free. But, you know, if there's, we're not the ones that say they're completely guilty, but we'll say that there's enough evidence to be able to charge them. And there was a case with a single mother, and apparently she had a boyfriend that lived with her, and he was abusive. And one night, I guess she couldn't take it anymore, he came at her to attack her, and there was a knife in the kitchen, and she just grabbed it and stuck him right in the chest, and he died. And this lady came, and you could tell she was just an absolute wreck. She was a mess, and you know, she, against her attorney's advice, she got up on the stand to speak. And I think she was very smart to do that, because she got up there, spoke, and I think we could see and feel the realness in her. along with the information that we got, and we deemed that a justifiable homicide. So she was like, oh, she was crying afterwards. She sat there and shook all the jurors' hands afterwards. It was really cool. Another case was a very sad case where it was actually at a Chick-fil-A in a mall down here in South Florida. And one of the managers at Chick-fil-A was closing up one night, and he was getting robbed. Two gentlemen came in there to rob him. They tied him up to a chair, and they stole the money, but they ended up killing him as well. So one of those guys was on, you know, came up, and we said yes, there was enough probable cause to charge him with murder. And then the third one was actually right around the corner from where I used, not right around the corner, but right, you know, a couple miles away from where I used to live. And I can't remember the details, but it was a car that was parked like at the end of a road, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but he ended up getting shot, and they caught the people that did it, and then the person that actually was their getaway driver, he was the one that was on trial, and we also said that there was probable cause for that. But anyways, I've never talked about that, and you just reminded me of that when you said jury duty, and it was definitely quite the experience, because when you go in there, there is absolutely no filter. You know, there is no, you hear every gory detail, and not only that, but you see all the pictures, and I still have these pictures of these people, these victims in my mind. I mean, it was horrific. But yeah, it was something that I will never forget. It was insane. But yeah, but if you're going to jury duty, if they ask if anybody, because I think what they said was, if you're not able to be able to come here for, a couple of months, basically, please leave now. And I didn't leave, I stayed, which at some point I decided that was a mistake. So if they ask you, probably good to just leave, because you're going to spend a lot of time there, and it's not fun. It's definitely not fun. Definitely something you'll remember, though, that's for sure. Loading. I don't feel sorry for evil people that do evil things. I do not either. It's very sad. There's too much evil in this world. That is for sure. James, can you go to Colorado with Aiden to the Stanley Hotel again? I would love to. I love doing that. Hey, what's up, Victoria? How is you? I is good. I is doing just fine. Hope you're having a great night so far. Hopefully everything goes good for the rest of the night for everybody here. I love that, Kyle. Good comment, man. Must set boundaries. My wife and I have been married 35 years. Yo, Crib, that's awesome, man. And I've done the same thing that I used to. I don't change for no one. Keep the video. Yo, thank you so much, Crib. I love that, man. And congratulations, 35 years. That's amazing. Do you remember being in Las Vegas? Yeah, of course I remember being in Las Vegas. Looking good, James. Yo, thanks, Shannon. I appreciate that. Miss you guys up there in Indiana. There will be a live stream for the YouTube family reunion ceremony on What the Paranormal's channel during the week of June 5th to the 10th. Yes, very true. So there will be live streams for the family reunion if you want to watch on What the Paranormal. That's her YouTube channel, What the Paranormal, sometime between June 5th and June 10th. So check that out if you want. And if I'm there, I'll probably do a live stream too. So we'll see. If I go, I might. It's not cheap, but I might go, because I was thinking about going there anyways to go back to Virginia City. Why? Because I was only in Virginia City for 2 days, and there was so much more locations that I could have filmed at that I just did not have time to film at. Plus, I felt like I didn't do a real full investigation in a lot of the places, so I'd like to go back and maybe film some more in some of those places. So I'm excited to go back there and do that. So if I do go to the family reunion, I'll probably do that, since I could take a quick flight, from Vegas to Reno, and then just take an Uber there, which would not be that bad. Plus, I have some friends now that I met, that you guys met in the last video, which you'll get to know them a little bit more in this next video tomorrow. And they invited me to come stay with them. They, you know, offered to come pick me up and at the airport and everything, so that's great. That'd be cool. Matter of fact, they just called me today and said they were at Nevada State Prison tonight, and they caught something really creepy, which is really cool. So I'm excited to go back there. Definitely. Holding. What are you holding for, Tigger Tiger Tail? Okay, I have to check out the live stream for sure. What am I missing, Tigger Tiger Tail? James, what's your favorite color? I'd probably say blue. Yo, you're starting your own YouTube channel? That's awesome. You know how many people have told me that they're, hey, that they want to start a YouTube channel, but they're just waiting to get enough money together to get a camera and all this stuff. Dude, that is every time I hear that, I laugh. It is the silliest thing I've ever heard. You do not need a camera or an expensive camera to be a YouTuber or to film on YouTube. I film all my videos on my iPhone. I don't even use a camera anymore. I used to use a camera, but I don't even use a camera anymore. I literally just use my iPhone to film. I think, you know, it's pretty decent quality. I mean, if you looked at my video quality versus, let's say, somebody like Omar or Yasko that use $2,000-$3,000 cameras, yes, you might see some little bit of difference, but overall, I don't think it's that bad. Like, I think it's very similar looking picture. I think the quality is very similar, and maybe that's me, but again, if you want to become a YouTuber, dude, all you have to do is take your cell phone, record whatever you want to record, and upload it to YouTube. Of course, you may want to edit, but there's apps on your phone, like I use, called Power Director, that you can edit right on your phone. So there's literally nothing that you need that you don't already have to become a YouTuber. So I'd highly suggest, and to be honest with you, there is no better time ever to start a YouTube channel, because YouTube has been for a while now promoting new channels. There's somebody that I know who started a YouTube channel, and it pisses me off. It pisses me off. Started a YouTube channel about 5 or 6 months ago. And in his first month as a YouTuber, his videos were getting more views than me. In his first month, he literally started with 0 subscribers, started uploading videos, and this dude made more in the first month as a YouTuber, than I make all year as a YouTuber, which pisses me off. But it just goes to show you, anybody can start a YouTube channel and you know, become successful. You know, it's really just comes down to your content and, you know, making stuff interesting. Because I would give you this suggestion too, because some people are like, oh, I don't know what to film to be a YouTuber. You film whatever it is that you have a passion for or you enjoy doing, because there is people to watch every type of video out there. It doesn't matter what kind of video it is. There's a group of people, millions of people, that want to watch that type of content. So it doesn't matter what type of content, just make sure you have a good passion for it, and, you know, just go for it. And I highly suggest it. And the other thing is, don't do it to make money, because it very well may not work out that way. 99 times out of 100 it won't. Do it because you enjoy doing it. I never wanted to be a YouTuber. I never thought it was going to be for me. I never cared about it, and I ended up doing it, and I fell in love with you guys. The love that I got from you, and just the inspiration that I had got from you guys, it made me want to do this, and that's what it was for me. But, you know, I'm probably different than a lot of other YouTubers, because a lot of people wanted to. Shelly, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Welcome our newest member, Shelly, fam. Just subscribed. Yo, that's what's up. Thank you for subscribing, Shelly. Yo, that's awesome. She didn't just subscribe, she became a member. That's what's up. How's it going, fam? We doing good. Lorraine, how are you? Omar in the house. Oh, is he? I didn't even see my boy. Where's he at? Where he at? I don't see no Omar. Are you clickbaiting me, Shannon Price? Welcome, Shelly. I still don't know why Tiger Tail be saying holding. Do you know if editing apps are accessible for a totally blind person? Oh gosh, no, I don't think so. Oh, there's Omar. He is there. Yo, what up, broski? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing good, man. My boy Omar, like I told you guys earlier in the live stream, he's up in Ohio right now. He had a death in the family, so make sure you send your condolences and prayers to my boy Omar, because it's definitely not an easy thing losing a family member, especially one that was so young. But it's good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing good and being safe out there. And I know Tip is up there with him, and she's going to be coming or flying back home, I think tomorrow, because Boston has to have surgery in his mouth. So keep Boston in your prayers as well. But yeah, man, I miss you, man. I can't wait to see you. I was just telling everybody that we're supposed to be getting together here hopefully soon to film some new videos, man. We'll go shoot some videos. You want to do some videos? Dang it, I just lost that comment. I hate it when that happens. I'm a blind person as well. No way, Kyle. Man, much love, brother. I hope you're doing good, my friend. I was just in Ohio. Yeah, yep, he's in Ohio. Wild. Did I ever leave Ohio? Oh, thanks, amigo. Please pray for us. Tomorrow is going to be the hardest. Yes, tomorrow, I believe, is the services that he's having for the family. So definitely sad and stressful time for sure. But you got this, man. Omar said, miss you, Mang. Can't wait to see you and film together. Always have fun with you. We always have the best time, man. We do. We always had the best time, for sure. My mom was just saying the other day, she's like, you and Omar need to film more together. You guys are just so amazing together. And my mom is still mad at me. My mom is still mad at me because... So I don't know if any of you guys know this. Maybe I mentioned this a while ago, but my mom still yells at me for this. So a few years ago, Omar was approached by somebody, a producer in California, to do a TV show. And he was talking with him, and they wanted me to do the TV show with him. And, I talked to the guy for a while. He's a really cool guy. And Omar ended up signing a contract to be part of this television series. And I didn't sign the contract. I never signed the contract because, honestly, I didn't want to do the whole TV thing. I thought at the time... I kind of regret a little bit now, but at the time, YouTube was doing good. I was happy with YouTube. I liked doing my own content. Didn't really want to get into the whole television thing. Kind of wish I did now, but I don't know. To me, things like fame and stuff is I don't care about. Like, it doesn't push me. It doesn't drive me at all. I'd rather just keep my circle and my followers small and just be real and inspire them as much as I can. I think that's what it's all about. And I didn't think that was something I could do on television. But anyways, my mom is still mad at me that I didn't do that because she thought that Omar and I having a TV show would literally break TV. Like, it'd be bigger than Ghost Adventures. And honestly, I think it would, because Ghost Adventures and all these ghost shows, they're all honestly the same. To me, they're kind of boring. There's no ghost show out there that combines the haunted, ghostly aspect and also like comedy, and makes you laugh. And I think there's nothing better in the world than being scared and laughing, or being scared and laughing. And I think it would definitely be a lot different than any other show out there, but you never know what the future holds. T. Ellie, thank you for the super chat. Love and prayers for all who need it. I love that. I really like that comment. And definitely love and prayers for everybody out there struggling with anything and, going through anything. And shout out to the 613 fams that are here right now. I can't believe it. That is a lot for a late Sunday night, for me not doing anything crazy, just sitting here chilling and talking with you guys. So that's cool. It was really dope. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys for being here. I missed you guys. Like I said, I was sick for a while. I got back from the trip and I was just exhausted. Then I got sick. I got sick because I was around somebody that was sick. I was going to say maybe it was because I was exhausted, but I don't think so. But, yeah, it's definitely seemed like I disappeared for a while. I even had some comments from people who are like, James, you don't need to upload anymore. You should just quit. And I'm like, no, it's not that I don't want to upload. It's I just been so sick. But my goal for this summer is to upload 2 to 3 times a week, do at least 1 or 2 live streams a week, stay super consistent because, putting up a few videos and then disappearing for a month, I can't do that anymore. I don't want to do that to you guys because I know you guys look forward to, live streams and look forward to, the videos, and I want to keep doing that, And I really like vlogging. I haven't vlogged a lot in the last couple of years, but like the last video that I put up, I consider that a vlog, even though it had, paranormal, investigations and stuff like that in it. I just feel that format is a little bit more fun. But if me and Omar or whatever, or, I go up to a specific place that literally is just, for that one place that's haunted, I'll just do a normal investigation. But, if I go on a trip to like somewhere like Virginia City where everything is haunted, why not vlog? You know what I mean? It's dope because there's just so much. And I feel like there's so much you guys miss on these trips that we don't film. I feel like you guys are missing out. So I wanted to, do that and see how you guys enjoyed it. So far, you guys seem to be really liking it. So I appreciate it. Read some more comments here. Nina, thank you so much for the super chat or the super sticker. That's cool. I like that, Rose. Lee, love you, James. That's why we here. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Very sweet. Definitely miss my boy Omar. I haven't seen him in a few months, so definitely overdue. My dad and dog started snoring, and it scared you. That's funny. Hello from Blackfist Indian Nation in Montana. Yo, that's what's up. Blackfeet Indian Nation. Yo, that's awesome. I love Montana, by the way. I have been there. James, sometimes can you do Ohio? Yeah, I'd love to. Excuse me, Idaho. Yeah, I haven't been to Idaho yet, so that'd be really cool. We wait for your content. You do, Easy Song. You really do, and I appreciate that. And that's why I feel bad making you guys wait. So I got to be more consistent. Sometimes people can't upload multiple times a day or a week or 2 because they got stuff to do. They're filming other things. Yeah, very true. But I feel like I don't do anything. Like, my kids are grown up, so, that's that. My kids are grown up. I'm not in a relationship, and yeah, I don't have another job. So I feel like I should, and I will, because there's nothing else that I do, And yeah, occasionally I have things to do with family or something going on, but 95% of the time, I really have nothing to do. And honestly, I will tell you this: I've been battling an addiction for a few years now. I have been. It's honestly, I believe it's a very serious addiction, and I haven't addressed it yet to myself officially. Like I have, but I haven't really done anything to help it. And that is my addiction of watching YouTube. It's no bueno. Okay. I recently looked at. I didn't realize you could look at your stats on YouTube, and it shows you how many hours you watched YouTube in a week. Okay, I'm gonna do this in the comment section. This is so freaking embarrassing to even tell you guys, okay? But in the comment section, I want you to guess, okay? There is, let's see, 24 times 7. is, let's say about 142, something like that. Almost 150 hours in a week, right? Yeah, wait. Yeah, about 150 hours in a week. How many hours a week? Because 150 hours in a week. How many hours a week do you think I have been watching YouTube on an average? So, yeah. How many hours a week? God, I'm embarrassed to even tell you guys this, but I'm gonna see who can get the closest. 100? Okay, that's like every minute of the day except for sleeping. It's not that bad. I mean, that's really bad. That's every minute of the day almost. 60, 70, 100, 75. We'll see who gets the closest. Kyle, so far you're the closest. Z, you're kind of close. Oh, wait. I think we got a winner. Oh my God, so many comments. I can't even get my chat to stop to look at this. Brenda. Yes, Brenda is about right. I don't think we're getting closer than that. It said that I've been watching on average 63 hours. 63 hours. Do you know how many hours that is a day? That's 7 hours a day. 7 hours a day watching YouTube. That's like a full-time job plus overtime. That's like 2 full-time jobs, honestly. That's like 2 full-time jobs. I'm watching YouTube. That is an addiction. That's a problem. And I think I realized why I've had this addiction and why I've had this problem. Let's see if I can set this down. And I honestly think the reason, I guarantee you not too many of you guys can beat that. Oh my gosh. There we go. I think the reason why, especially over the last couple of years, is because of just, I think originally it was more of, I just wasn't doing a lot. And so in my free time, a lot of times, like I'm a thinker, right? So my brain is always thinking. So if I go to sleep, my wheels are always turning. And I would be forced to think about situations, my life, what I've gone through, my last relationship, which was a big part of it. And it would stress me out so much. Like my thoughts would stress me out. And I think why I started watching so much subconsciously is because it took me away, right? It would help me not think. So anything that I could do which is like mindless, just I could just turn on and start watching stupid videos. Like literally I'd be watching the same shit over and over, or it literally is so dumb, right? Watch videos, watch YouTube shorts. I'll go and watch YouTube shorts for like 2-3 hours. And I think it's because it keeps my mind occupied so that I don't think about stuff, or at least I don't think it's so much that now, but that's how it was. And I think I just got into a pattern of it so much. So yeah, it is definitely an addiction, definitely something that I feel like I should try to get myself help for, because that's not good. Like that's just not good. It's not spending my time wisely. Like listen, it's all good to watch YouTube, and listen, it's what I do for a living. I produce content. But like if you're spending that much time doing something, like I could be spending my time doing something so much better. Like I could be making more content for you. I could be editing. Like I have videos to edit and I'll sit there and watch YouTube all day. It's just so dumb. But I think I got started doing that because I was stressed out, and I couldn't deal with my thoughts. So it was the easiest thing for me to do was just to just watch YouTube, because then I'd be into whatever I was watching and I wouldn't be thinking about stuff. So as sad as that is, I think that's pretty much what it is. So at least I admit it, which is the first step of overcoming your addiction. So there we go. I guess I started the process. I told you guys, no, I need to stop watching YouTube so much. And of course, right after this, I'll probably watch YouTube. No. But even as a kid, though, I used to watch so much TV. Like, I was a TV-aholic. And I was like, man, I don't know what I could do without TV when I was younger. And I don't watch any TV anymore. It's just all YouTube. You know, so, yeah. That's pretty much that, though. But let me read some chats before I end this stream. Yeah, buddy Travis, thank you, man. Says, I do 87 hours, bud. I fell asleep with it playing. Oh, wow. See, I don't fall asleep with it playing. I'd be watching that many hours. That's crazy. YouTube is definitely an addiction. I agree. It really, it can be. It definitely can be. How do you even find out your screen time? Ooh, YouTube definitely is the new TV. That's a good question. I can't remember right now. It's if you have I believe it's under the YouTube Creator Studio, and yeah, under YouTube Creator Studio there's a place there, because you can also set a what is it? There's a thing where if you watch too much YouTube, it will pop up on your screen and say, hey, you're watching too much YouTube, but that's something you can personally preset. Wherever that is, that's also where it tells you what your watch time is. If not, you could just Google how many hours do I watch YouTube a week, and I'm sure it'll tell you how to look it up right there, or give you a link or something. But yeah, definitely when I saw that, I was like, wow. I mean, you're talking almost 250 hours a month. 250 hours a month. Even saying that is just mind-boggling, blogging to me. That's like 10 days out of the month I'm watching YouTube. Literally 24 hours a day for 10 days out of a month. That's sick. That's not good. So, yeah, definitely need to, that'll be my a live stream I have like in a couple months, addressing my addiction. And the people be like, yo, I hope James be clickbait. I hope James isn't clickbaiting on this. And then, of course, it's not clickbait. It delivers. It's clickbait that delivers, you know? Anyways, but, yeah. So, but anyways, I've been doing a lot better. You know, I haven't had, you know, the bad thoughts and, you know, crazy stress that I was going through. It's gotten a lot better. But I need to stop watching less TV for sure. It's just almost like I don't even know what I would do without my phone now a day. I think I need to do that. We need to start a challenge, like not using your phone for 24 hours. That would be weird, right? That would be so weird now. It's like, when's the last time, let me ask you this. When is the last time you went to the bathroom? You know, say you gotta do number 2, right? When's the last time you went to the bathroom and you did not bring your phone? Embarrassingly, I can't remember the last time that happened with me, unless my phone was dead and I was charging it. And even then, I'd probably try to find an extension cord. Oh my god. But I guess it's better than reading the back of the shampoo bottle. Man, that is loud as hell. I don't know, I see some crazy stuff back here. One night I was sitting back here and I put this on my my Twitter, so somebody might have seen it. I seen this thing, it was like flying up in the air, and I was like, shh. I'm like, is that a UFO? Like, it was the craziest looking thing I ever seen. And it was like, I started recording it, and I was like freaking out, trying to figure out what that was. Because it was something like a tail behind it, and it was something really strange looking. And as I'm sitting there recording, I get a message on Twitter, like a notification from Elon Musk, and it was something about a successful launch. So, yeah, it was one of Elon Musk's ships that was going up there, which was really cool, because down here in South Florida, like, I thought maybe for a second that was it, because it used to be in South Florida you would see that kind of stuff pretty often. And you see stuff like that pretty often because Cape Canaveral is only a few hours from here. But when they closed Cape Canaveral, um, yeah, they started doing stuff in like other states, Texas, and I think this ship that Elon did that night was in North Carolina or South Carolina, and I could see it perfectly clear all the way from South Florida. That was pretty neat. That's not something I've ever seen or was used to. I'm an addict too on YouTube. Oh my gosh, yeah. SpaceX rocket. That is true. I use a computer instead of my phone because I'm home most of the time. True. True. Let's see. My parents make me stay off my phone when I'm at their place. Hey, smart parents, Stacy. Smart people. Yeah, Davros, I wasn't happy to hear about the CEO hire of Twitter either, man. That was not good. James, you should come to Iowa, the Axe Murder House. I'd love to do that one day. But yeah, I'm not happy with this CEO pick either. It does not make any sense whatsoever. So maybe he knows something we don't. But it's weird because the last time I felt like that, there's a channel called Project Veritas and James O'Keefe, and he hired a CEO that used to work for, I want to say it was like CNN or something. And when they hired him, a lot of people were like, bro, this is a mistake. This is bad. You shouldn't have done that. Like, he's a traitor. Why would you hire somebody to do what they do and hire that kind of person? And he was like, no, trust him. And then literally several months later, the whole company was infiltrated, and the owner, O'Keefe, was ousted as the CEO. And it had to do with that guy. It was literally everything everyone thought it was. And I guess he trusted the wrong person. So hopefully that's not what it is with Twitter, because honestly, I've been loving Twitter since Elon's taken over. The old ownership of Twitter, there was just too much censorship, too many things hidden from people, and I hate that, man. I hate censorship. Everybody should have a voice, no matter who you are, what you think, what you say. Everybody deserves a voice, just how it should be. Nobody's way is the right way or the wrong way. And yeah, I just believe everyone should have a voice. And I love that because on Twitter, everyone has a voice. It's not the same on YouTube. It's not the same on Instagram. I remember there was a period in time where there was some stuff that I wanted to talk about on my channel, and I couldn't do it because if I did, my channel would have been taken down 100%. And I hated that fact that I couldn't speak what I felt at the time. And yeah, it had to do with the the in the arm thing. Yeah, it had to do with that. I was not a fan of that, and I felt like it wasn't a good thing. Turns out, it was not a good thing. I think everyone knows that now. Even the people that were for it before now have come out and talked about how horrible it was and how many problems it's caused. And it's sad because I knew this before people started taking it, and I felt like I could have helped people, not do that. But if I did, I would have been taken off YouTube, and that sucks. So the point is, that's why I like Twitter, because since Elon took over, everyone has a voice on there. Things don't get censored and taken down because of, people's feelings getting hurt and things like that. And now that he hired a new CEO that has not the best background, I would say, hopefully it doesn't change. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Again, everybody deserves a voice. And when you start censoring things, that's when we're in trouble. Because if there is people censoring things the way that they had over the last several years, that is scary. Because that is one side of something that is not allowing the other side to speak. And if you really think about it, why is that? Is it because what the other side has to say is so detrimental to the humankind that they need to stop them from speaking, that I might understand. But if it's because they have their own opinion and their opinion is maybe right, or people deserve to hear, like, for example, there was a massive, I mean, thousands and thousands of doctors. I mean, probably, I would guess maybe 75 to 80% of the doctors that knew what they were talking about when the whole C thing started came out against it, or talking about treatments or whatever, about this is what you need to do, and it was scrubbed off the internet. They were taken off. Anybody that uploaded anything on their channel was taken out. That was not cool. That was not cool. And yeah, I don't care. I don't care if even if the roles were reversed and my beliefs and people that believed in what I believed in censored the people that were saying things that I didn't believe in. I don't want them censored. It's still like every side deserves to hear something, because if not, what is that? That's literally a dictatorship. That's people trying to hide truths, and that's when society's in trouble. I mean, things, history of our planet, I mean, only shows that things like that are not good and are done with malintent, and that's not good. So yeah, people are so easily offended nowadays. This is so true. But also, I feel like when they do that too, they can show society is all about one thing. Oh wow, you went all out, Davros. Could be all against one thing and not allowed the other side to speak. And what if they're wrong? What if they don't know better? TLE Vision said, yes, babies need to be born with hemorrhoid pillows attached to their little bums. Too many butts hurt nowadays. I was wondering where you're going with that. I was reading that. I'm like, oh, what the hell? Because they don't want the truth out. Exactly, because they don't want the truth out. And that's scary, man. Happy to see you live. Oh, thank you so much, Megan. I appreciate that. And you just answered my question about a new woman in your life. Even though you have trust issues, the right one will come into your life. I maybe one day. We'll see. We'll see. We deserve a voice and a forum. That's true. And again, that's why I think we absolutely must have free speech and have platforms like Twitter that allow you to all sides to speak. Because you know what? At the end of the day, people are going to decide for themselves no matter what the situation is. But those same people deserve to hear from both sides and make their own choice, not just hear from one side, because that's exactly when things go bad, and that's not good. So hopefully Twitter doesn't go down that road, because if it does, that really sucks, because YouTube is heavily censored. I think it's gotten a little better over the last 6 months or so, maybe. But I just remember there was a lot of YouTubers that I used to watch that would talk about controversial things, and conspiracy theories. And they were all taken off YouTube. All of them, their channels disappeared. And it was crazy, because a lot of the things they were talking about, their conspiracy theories, came true. They were proven true. And they were taken down for talking about those things that were conspiracy theories. But then those conspiracy theories came true. So they were taken down because, just like somebody just said, because they didn't want the truth getting out. And that's scary to think about. It really is. So, yeah. I don't know. But look at the world right now. There's riots going on all over the world. There's things that you don't even hear about in the news. There's so much you don't hear about in the news going on right now. It's just like, I don't know. To me, we're living in Sodom and Gomorrah, if you know what that means, what that is. I believe that's the day and time and the day and age we're in. And, I don't know. We all live on this earth for such a short period of time. And, you know, at the end of the day, when we all pass away, I don't know, I want to be on the right side, you know. So that being that, I'm gonna let you guys go. But I really appreciate talking with you guys. Dang, we got 730 people here now. We're adding people to the live stream. That is crazy. James, do a contest where somebody gets to investigate with you. That's a cool idea. I've done a lot of investigations with fams though before. I did a whole trip to investigate with fams. That was really cool. You can't burn up. Hey fam, love you. I love you too, Wendy. Luna Lucius says YouTube is a community. It makes people feel less alone in the world. This is very true. And it's cool because you can find people you follow that you're inspired by, or, you know, whatever. But I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, thank you, Nina. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super sticker. All right, I'm going to stay for 5 more minutes just because Nina sent a super sticker. So I'll stay for 5 more minutes. I'm going to read some of your comments. I appreciate that, Nina. I can't end the live stream on that. Carolyn says, good night, James. Hey, good night. We got 5 more minutes, though. You ever see a UFO? If so, and where? Huh. Huh. Anybody want to answer that one? Have I ever seen a UFO? In the chat? Anybody? Yes, I have. I caught it on camera and everything. One of the most insane things I've ever gone through. Honestly, that is the most underrated video on my YouTube channel, by the way. I'm just telling you right now. That day that when I was with my ex and my friend Aiden, and we were in Colorado. If you don't know the story, oh my God, it's like gives me chills still. We're in Colorado, and we went to a place called, been there before, or not been there before, but we took a GPS directions, and it said we arrived. We got out of the car. We're out there for 5 minutes, and then this white SUV rolls by us. Now, we're in the middle of freaking nowhere on a dirt road, and this truck goes by, and when it goes by, it drives super slow. And I waved, and nothing. It was dark windows. They just kept going. Well, they go about 100 feet down the road, and they turn around. I'm like, that's weird. And then they just sat there on the side of the road for like 5 minutes. And then they started driving back toward us. And it made me a little nervous, but I'm like, okay. So they drive back past us, and they drive really slow past us again. They go down, and again, they turn around. Then they turn their lights. No. Then they turn around. They stop right on the bridge in the middle of the road. Now I'm thinking, what this freaking person doing? They're literally facing us with their headlights on the middle of the freaking bridge, in the middle of the road. I'm like, what is going on? I got so sketched out. I thought something really bad was gonna happen to us. So what did I do? I went live on YouTube. Now, I did not have a good connection, but it worked. So I went live on YouTube. Some of you guys may have been on that live stream. Shout out to you guys. So I'm doing this live stream, and the vehicle's in the middle of the bridge. So it starts coming toward us again. Comes by us really slowly and goes past us again. And goes down to not the end of the road, but goes about 100 feet down the road, turns around, and faces us again. Now it's facing us, and it turns its headlights out. Now I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? Okay, I'm super freaked out. I'm not live streaming this. I don't know what's happening. Sitting there. So a few more minutes go by, then he turns his headlights on. So now I'm like, okay, dude, what's about to happen? I have the worst feeling ever in my stomach. And all of a sudden, my ex and Aiden start yelling, oh my God, it's a UFO. Well, before that, they said, what the hell is that? And they seen a light in the distance coming toward us. And so about a minute or two later, they yell, oh my God, it's a UFO. It's right on top of us. And oh my God, as soon as they said, oh my God, it's a UFO, it's right on top of us, all of a sudden I hear, the freaking truck like stomps on the gas pedal, and you hear the engine start revving, and the car, freaking truck with its headlights is coming right at us. Now we're on a small dirt road, maybe enough for two cars, like one car on one side, one on the other, like very small dirt road. Freaking driving 80 miles an hour right toward us. I thought it was gonna hit us, and they're yelling about a freaking UFO on like above us. So we jump in the car. The freaking car, it looked like it was gonna hit us. It swerved, it missed us, and went by. Still to this day, I cannot understand what the hell that vehicle was, what the situation was that. But yeah, we look back at our footage because they were both filming, and in my ex's video and her footage, you can literally see this figure in the air, and it starts changing. It was like circle-ish, and it changed to a triangle, and it also changed colors. You can see this in the video, okay? It's not like super clear or anything, but you can totally see, like, especially when you zoom in, like the colors change of whatever this thing in the sky was, and it came right on top of us. My two best guesses is one, it was 100% a UFO. I really believe it 100%. It was either, it definitely was a UFO, because I don't know what the hell it was. One theory some of our fams came up with is that the UFO changing colors in the sky and everything coming right toward us was warning us of the danger of that vehicle that pressed on the gas coming straight toward us, and it was trying to warn us. That's one theory. Another theory is straight up UFO. I don't know what the hell the vehicle was. UFO was coming toward us. The people in the vehicle also saw the UFO, and they freaked out, and they hit the gas, and they got the hell out of there. And that's why it looked like they were coming straight toward us and everything. But still doesn't, it's just so freaking weird, because I don't know what the hell that vehicle was. Could have been a government vehicle, possibly. Could have been somebody that was gonna do something bad. I thought maybe it was somebody maybe that like that recognized us, could have pranked us or something, but no, not in the middle of there. No one knew we were going there, and we were in the middle of nowhere, so that is very, very doubtful. But yeah, oh my God, dude, it gives me chills still thinking about it. Never experienced anything like that in my life. But yeah, 100%, that was a UFO. Now, was it an alien UFO? Maybe. Was it a government thing? Maybe. I don't know, but it was right outside of Denver, Colorado. And if you didn't know, the Denver airport, there is a lot of conspiracy theories about the Denver airport, that there is tunnels underneath the airport, and that they have aliens and all kind of crazy stuff. Maybe this is true. And in the other alien situation that I had, or yeah, was when I was up in Vermont. And some of you guys may remember that crazy spirit box session that I had at Lou Rock's house with the Ovulus. If you know, you know. And it warned us not to go there. We went there anyways. And my ex, I don't think I ever told you guys this, but in my video I talked about it. There was a lot of crazy things that happened. My friend Lou, something possessed me when I was there, I can tell you that. But what was really strange was the next morning, my ex was outside, and she said she was looking at a window, or she was looking at this house, and there was, I didn't even find out about this until a couple months later. But she was outside in the morning, and she said she saw two guys in black suits come out of the house, and they got into like an Uber, like somebody came to pick them up, and it was a big SUV with tinted windows. 5 minutes later, two more guys come out of the house dressed in black suits, get into this another SUV. Swear to God, a couple minutes later, two more guys come out dressed in all black, get into an SUV that picked them up. Very strange. Well, then what she told me was shocking. She said she was looking into the window, and she said all of a sudden in the window, she saw an alien. She said it was a really skinny body. It was she said it was undeniably had to be a freaking alien. And I tend to believe her based on everything that happened that night and that day. So anyways, I find out about this a couple months later, and I was sitting at home, and I'm like, okay, all this alien stuff, right? If this could be true, I'm going to look up the name of the city, and I'm going to type in the city name, and I'm going to type in aliens. And I'll see if there's any correlation, anything pops up. And sure as crap, why is that happening on my screen? Oh man, hang on a second. This is weird. Huh. I don't know why that's happening. Okay, anyways, I'll just ignore it. So anyways, I put the name of the town in, and I type in aliens. The first thing that pops up is that the town, in that same town, is a government facility that is nicknamed Area 61. Area 61, and it's literally 3 miles away from where we were staying. A government research facility known to people as Area 61 in Vermont. Just look up Area 61 Vermont. With those people that got into the vehicle dressed in black, super strange, okay? The whole thing, her saying what she saw, not to mention when we got into the house, it's just so freaky, man. If you guys remember, there was paintings in the house, and every single painting had the same type of theme, and it was half alien, half demon. Every picture had a freaking demon alien looking creature in it, every single one. What's freaky is one of the pictures, there was a person in it that looked just like Lou Rock, which is crazy. Well, what happened was we get there, right? I'll tell you kind of the story really quick. We get there, and soon as we got there, something happened to me, and I became an asshole. I started yelling at Chelsea. I started yelling at my boy Lou, because Lou went inside. Like, I walked inside. I guess I filmed for like 5 minutes. And then Lou, my ex, came up to me, and she's like, Lou's down in the basement. You're never going to believe what he found. And all of a sudden, I snapped. I was like, why is he in the basement? He's not allowed in the basement. We were told not to go in the basement. And I'm yelling at her. So she went and got him. And I'm like, dude, you weren't supposed to go in the basement, all this stuff. Now, looking back, I don't know where that came from, because there was nothing that said you're not allowed in the basement. I don't even know where that came from. But I started talking to them as if I knew everything about the house. Like, I knew the house forward and backwards, and I'd never been there. So right after that, I go upstairs, and I remember just having this anger to me. And I go upstairs, and you know, when I rent a place to go film, I'm gonna film, okay? But I got there, I went straight up to the bedroom, I laid down, and the next thing I know, it was morning. But what they told me was that I was laying in bed, and I had some type of music that was like a chanting music on my phone playing. Some type of chanting music. I don't even remember putting this on my phone. Like, what? So that night, Lou decides to do a spirit box session. And I found out, I saw this in his video. And he goes up to the attic, and he's doing a spirit box session. And there was noises coming through this spirit box that I've never heard in my entire life. And it started talking about aliens. And then Lou starts talking about aliens. And then Lou starts saying about, take me with you. And it's saying, you're not ready. And then he starts saying stuff. And it's talking all this crap about aliens. And it was just so freaking coincidental, because as many spirit box sessions I've ever done, I'd never heard nothing about no alien stuff in it. So it's even crazier. Like, how could all this stuff be coincidences, right? So even later, right, he starts to record. He sets up a camera downstairs, and Next thing he knows, he wakes up in the morning. He said he did not remember going to bed. And he got woken up by Chelsea because he woke up and she said that the front door was wide open. Wide open. He's sleeping on the couch. She comes downstairs from sleeping and the front door is wide open. And he's like, I don't even remember going to bed last night. And he's like, it's really strange too because I don't just go to sleep. I have to put music on or like a TV. I have to have sound to sleep. I wouldn't have just went to sleep, especially recording. So he goes and looks at his footage. And in his footage, you can literally see him walking around. And then all of a sudden, the footage cuts. One clip, the footage cuts. And he's gone. He's not in the picture anymore. It's as if the camera stopped. But it's almost as if it stopped recording and then started recording like minutes later or something. But I don't see how it's possible. I've never seen a camera do that. So yeah. And that's when she went outside and she said she saw the people coming out and she saw some alien looking figure in there. Then here's the kicker. You know what the name of this place was called? The Nesting Box. Okay, it's called the Nesting Box. And the pictures on the wall all had to do with aliens and demons and harvesting eggs. So anyways, it literally freaked the shit out of me. And I was like, I'm never going to be able to talk about this to people. So Lou and I decide we're going to grow some freaking major cojones and we're going to go back and return to this place. We're going to go back and return. We're going to rent it out. And Lou's like, man, we shouldn't be talking about this stuff on the phone. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So what do? I go to book this place. Now, I had looked, like, I don't know, I had been looking into this for a couple days. So I had looked on Airbnb. I'm like, oh, good. The place is still available. But it's freaking weird. So it says, okay, the whole place, it was like 3-story house, 5 bedrooms, huge place. Fully furnished, beds, couches, everything, tables, you know, fully furnished house, pictures on the wall, everything. Would you believe this, that I go to look on Airbnb and it says it's available, but it also says that you can come to the house. However, there's no furniture and there's nothing in the house. They called it camp indoors at the Nesting Box. Why would they take all the stuff out of the house and keep it on Airbnb to camp inside? Why would they do that? I cannot think of any reason why they would do that. Anyways, I called Lou a couple days later and I'm talking to him. I was like, bro, let's go back. He's like, okay, yeah, let's not talk about this. All right, great. So the next day I go to look on Airbnb because I'm going to book it because we're going to go. Like, I was so scared. You know, I thought this might be the end of us if we go there, because I literally had plans to go there and I was going to go knock on the door of where those people came out of and where she said she saw an alien, and I was going to knock on the door and I was going to talk to them. I was going to literally be like, yo, greetings, and basically say I know and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to do this. I look on Airbnb. Can you believe it? Since 3 days before, where it said it was available, to the time where I talked to him on the phone, and he's like, we shouldn't talk about this. Can you believe that this Airbnb was taken down and it said not available anymore? It was still up there, but it said not available anymore. And I wrote them, I'm saying, hey, you're not available, or there's no dates available? They're like, no, sorry, we sold the house. How do you go from 3 days before it's available and whatever to it's completely closed and you can't go there anymore? So many coincidences, right? I don't know. Still to this day, it's one of those things. And one day I am going to go back there and I'm going to go knock on that freaking door because there's something just not right. I mean, honestly, I would have chalked all this up to just tiredness and playing in my mind and whatever. But that day that I searched on the internet and I typed in this random city and it comes up that it's known as Area 61, and there's a government facility. And not only that, but there's pictures of a UFO caught on camera that was certified, okay? Certified. The only certified picture of a UFO in the United States that was certified by a university, the University of the University of Vermont Forensics confirmed that the picture of this UFO was real. It's the only time that has ever happened, and it was in that town. There's a location of it and everything. Then you got this whole Area 61 and all these other stories, and then there's something else too that would blow your mind, but it's a whole nother story. But it was just so much. So, are aliens real? I believe so, yes. Are they among us? I believe so, yes. So I don't know, just one of the craziest experiences of my life. That was also the exact trip that I had taken after Bobby Mackey's. And you guys know Bobby Mackey's and the whole situation that happened with that. This was on the trip. This was on the trip, the fam trip, where we went to 30 states in 30 days and we met with all you guys. That was that same trip. And if you take all that and then you remember that spirit box session that I had at Lou's house, and if you know, you know. If not, you could look up on my channel. I think it's called something scariest spirit box sessions of all time or something like that. Dude, I caught it all on camera, and it was insane what was happening. I don't know what was going on after we left Bobby Mackey's, but the stuff that I experienced over those next couple of weeks was out of this world. And that, honestly, that trip changed everything I knew about everything, about paranormal, about so much. You know, it's really when I started believing in demons and how demons are very real and how they can really affect your life. I always thought before that demons were more symbolic. It was demons, like alcohol is a demon, drugs are a demon, you know, things like that. But after that, I realized there was more to it than that. And there were so many secrets of this world that I just didn't know. But yeah. But if there's any officials watching this live stream later on, I got no proof of any of this. This is just all hearsay. I mean, I got a little bit of proof videos and stuff, but it's all hearsay. This is just story time. I ain't trying to out nobody or, you know, whatever. It's just crazy situation. It could have been something else, you know. It's just my experience is all I'm talking about. I don't know. That's just what I believe happened. I'm not saying as a fact or anything, because I ain't trying to have people show up at my door tomorrow. If you know what I mean. It's always what I was worried about before too. So anyways, pretty crazy story, right? If you didn't know that story, now you know. Some of you guys, I think I might have told this story once before. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't go into as much detail, but yeah, pretty freaking crazy. I caught circles in the clouds last week. Oh, wow. Please check him out if you have time. Sounds good, Travis. I will. I think you have to experience it to believe it. Yeah, definitely Esperanza. Had I, you know, had I not experienced this and, you know, somebody was just telling me this story, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it at all. But having experienced not just one thing, not two things, not three things, not four things, not five things, like 10 different things that were just so abnormal, so not right. It almost made me think, honestly, that, especially with that time lapse and what happened with me, like, something messed with us. Like, I already know when I got there, something took over me. Something possessed me. And what if it wasn't, like, demon possession? Which comes to my final point. I truly, in my heart, believe that there is a correlation with demons and aliens. There is some similarity, some correlation between the two. Now, I can't put it together, you know, but man, if you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out, because the pictures that were on that wall will freak you out, and it's all in my video. You guys can see it. I think I put that, the original video was a while ago, but I did a new video on it maybe this last year. Damn, I don't even know what it's called for you to look it up. Yeah, if anybody knows, you could put the name of it in chat, or if you have the link. I can't think of the name of it, what the name of that video is, because I don't think I said aliens or anything like that. I don't know. I don't remember. But you could find it on the channel. It's somewhere. But, yeah, crazy stuff, man. Just super crazy. Anyways, how many people we got here? We have 816 people. What the hell? We just keep gaining more people. Usually on a live stream, when you talk about the title and that whole thing is over, usually you start losing people. We've just been gaining people, which is strange because I'm sitting here just talking and chatting with you guys. So I guess you guys are enjoying it. So maybe I should do these live streams more often. Should I do these live streams more often? Because obviously if I'm out of town on a trip and I'm somewhere cool, I love to live stream for you guys. But I swear, man, some of you guys really rather just sit here and just chat, shoot the crap with me. Like, I really appreciate that. It really says a lot, because it means you're not watching me for my content. You're watching me for me. So I really appreciate that. That's a lot of love. And that really makes me feel good. So thank you guys for that. That's crazy. I suggest if you haven't... oh, you're right. It is 400 people. I'm so dumb. Somebody says, I think I'm drunk because it only says 420 people. Okay, my bad. I was looking at the likes. I was going to say, yo, that's not right. Like 800 people here right now just sitting here chatting. Hey, 400 people is still amazing, okay? That's still really good. The whole 800 thing just shocked me because I'm like, yeah, that just doesn't make sense. It's just like a regular chill live stream. But, dude, that still makes me feel good. Thank you guys for being here. That's really awesome. But thank you for pointing that out. It made me look kind of silly because, yeah, I just looked at it and I'm like, wait, that says likes. Anyways, maybe I need to get some sleep. All right, man. I'm going to let you guys go. I love you so much. Thank you so much. And tomorrow night, guys, dropping a video. Might even premiere it. So if you see the notifications tomorrow for a premiere, make sure you're there and I'll see you in the chat. If not, I'll just drop it. But either way, I'll have a video for you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you guys really enjoy it. And like I said, sorry for being absent this last month. I feel really bad that I haven't been around. I haven't been able to talk to you guys. But believe me, guys, I'm back, feeling good. I'm feeling inspired. And, you know, I'm back. I'm back bringing the content, bringing the live streams. And we're going to do some really cool traveling this next month. So look forward to that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on the video. So love you guys. Peace. Have a good night, guys. And have an amazing week. And do something nice for somebody this week. It'll put a smile on your face. And you never know what that might mean to somebody. Love you guys.